Satnam, offering a general reading. As always, discern what is appropriate for you. Take what resonates and dismiss the rest. And what I'm getting today is free yourself. Free yourself from self-limiting beliefs, patterns, and restrictions. What restrictions and rules are you placing on yourself? And are they in alignment with love? So if you're going to make a choice, if you have a thought rolling through, if you're allowing someone to treat you a particular way, or you're holding yourself back from something, is that in alignment with love to you? You deserve to be love. You deserve to radiate love. And how are you imposing restrictions? How are you placing the past in the present? How are you allowing the lies from the past to become truths today? How are you choosing to restrict yourself from the possibilities of your own growth? You are allowed to change. You are allowed to grow. In fact, it's needed. Your light, the seeds that you plant with your thoughts, your own self-love, grow and foster a community that then allows more love and more light and more growth out into the universe, onto this planet. So it's needed. Consider how you're talking to yourself, how you're behaving, what you're putting into your body. Are you allowing yourself time to rest? Do you think if I just work harder, if I'm just enough, if I just So those imposed restrictions on what success is and what it means to obtain success, what love is and isn't, and what are you accepting in a relationship that isn't in alignment with love for you? You deserve love, you deserve respect, and you deserve reciprocity. What are you choosing to put aside? Is there a dream within you waiting to be born into the physical realm that you're choosing to walk away from, that you're restricting yourself from the possibilities of either mind mapping, sitting and meditating with that vision, or even like applying for that job, taking those steps, taking that initiative? Are you holding yourself back from that because you deserve to explore that opportunity? It may or may not work out. If it's coming from your heart and soul, more than likely it's going to work out. It might take some really hard work, some tears, and effort on your part, or it might come out effortlessly. Is it your ego or perception that's restricting the opportunity? So notice what's driving you forward, what's propelling you forward, and what's holding you back. And is there like some sort of freeze, stagnation, or box that you're placing yourself into, that it is now time to open that box and explore? Pandora's box, we open it in hopes that we find love and we find some sort of reward and connection, right? Rather than all the other self-loathing and those sad, deep moments that pull us down. And the pendulum needs to swing. There needs to be this flow. And touching those other parts also allow us to open up to a broader spectrum of living here today on this planet. So let's take a look what the cards have to say. Let's start with the tarot. And it's all up to you. It's all up to you. I feel like you have the support and you have helping hands, and it's about opening to receive it. You're not doing this work alone. You are not alone. You have your spirit helpers. You also have your tribe here, and it might be time to reevaluate who are your human helpers and how you communicate with your guides to allow them to come in to support you on this path. So making that decision energetically and mentally so that together you can move mountains. And it could all be waiting to be reborn. Right. Oh, bottom deck, let's see what we have. King of Wands. Give answers to those in doubt. So having that conversation not with your ego, not through your ego, but asking for signs, asking for forgiveness, asking for support. And it's beautiful when you get that support and that guidance you need to reassure. And then sometimes I feel like my ego is just like, oh, I want more. Oh, please reassure me some more. It's like really letting what you receive settle in. And notice got the walking stick, walking path. So it's like it's coming down to you. That clarity is coming down to and through you for you to take that step forward. Trusting in the wings that hold you. Lovers. Let me take a look at this first. So asking for, I keep hearing asking for forgiveness. So self-forgiveness. And I was getting that this morning, that you can't beat yourself up. And this, I've spent a lot of time doing that. Like, if the self-imposed restrictions keep you from the choice and the love, and if you continue to self-sabotage, you're going to keep beating yourself into that box that it's now time to break free of, if you choose. And at the same time, what good does that negative self-talk tape do? What good does it do to punish yourself? What good does it do to punish yourself? And can you open to the gift of love and receive joy, and notice how that transforms your experience and transforms your opportunities and allows you, like, how are you hindering yourself with that like imposed punishment? And if you keep allowing it to cycle in your head, how can you see the choices of love and joy in front of you when they're there? How will you receive the clarity when it's presented to you? It's all a gift waiting for you to receive it. Will you receive it? Will you forgive yourself for your past to now allow something new to come through? There is an opportunity to bring heaven on earth. There are those moments that they are here, your angels speaking to you, and they're putting choices in front of you, no matter how big or how small it could be. And I'm seeing like in the grocery store where they have, like, you're in the aisle and there's all the candy bars. Like, you can pick any of those candy bars you want as you're standing there waiting. That's a choice, right? And so every morning is a choice to sit with Spirit. Every day is a choice to open to love, joy, and peace. To see past the illusions of your own suffering and rest in that place of bringing that into your body, that love, that joy. I have to say, over the last, years though, allowing that in has been, at first felt very foreign. Like, oh, what is this? But more has come. Okay, that was quick. Two of Wands, and I'm going to take upright. I don't know how that, I'll take that upright. And the next is the Fool. So moving, oh goodness, and next is the Two of Cups. We're just going to go with that. We're going to go with these three. So moving through the walls, opening the gates of forgiveness, opening to the gates of your love, or love, so love from you to you, but then expanding that love out into the universe creates a new start that then creates new connections that are on a healthier level. What jumped out is the Knight of Cups. So a new offering of love, a new exploration of an emotional experience. And Two of Cups is next, is once you get past this toiling of the mind of, can I trust what's happening? Will I allow this choice to come in? Then that there is much to celebrate here, heaven on earth. Next bottom deck, and we're going to stop there. is to be that energy you want to attract and stand in a place. Forgiveness, just like they keep saying forgiveness, like waving your magic wand, I'll say, to allow that forgiveness, like wiggling your nose and making that change from a place of love, peace, and forgiveness. Even forgiving yourself or jumping back and forth in your thoughts, right? There's a portal of awakening, and will you enter the gate for a fresh new beginning for yourself and connect with yourself wholeheartedly. This Two of Cups is also like your partnership with spirit. So you have your parents here that brought you into this planet, but you also have your guides here that you're in partnership with, and being so strong in who you are, being so strong with who you are, the choices that you manifest and what you nurture. There is no doubt, because you are clear and connected from above and within, and that is clear to you what steps you are supposed to take, your contract here on this planet, your gifts that you are destined to shine, the lessons that you are meant to learn. And can you take some of that as tough love rather than this place of punishment? You have to eat your vegetables, you have to do the laundry, and there's another level of a contract here for you to explore, to be reborn, to do the work. And will you accept the energies of love and joy in the process? Joker. We have the Two of Clubs, so two wands here. And anything is possible. Some things are not meant to be known quite yet. The cards may or may not be out on the table. Perhaps it's as you move through this place with an open heart, they're saying forgiveness again, that then the options become clear, or the options are presented to you. There's new options on the board through this energy as you choose to transcend this portal of awakening. Free yourself, free yourself. What barriers have you put in front of you? What barriers have you put in front of you? And when we look at this two of wands, did I hold up the Three of Wands? I did. Let me move these decks off. and just put out the cards that I had. Let me move that. What brings you to this place? What brings you to this place of open doors within your heart? What brings you to this place when you feel connected with the divine? What is that thing that you do, that you know that you allow them to speak to you? The door is open. The door's always open. You have to knock. You have to knock. Does that make sense? It's a matter of going up and in. Go up. Take it up. You have a doubt? Take it up. It's like we have like the, I don't know, I was never good at this in the workplace of like going through chain of command. I'm like, I just want to get things done. Like, no, it doesn't work that way. You go through X, go there, you go all these steps to take. I hated that. I'm like, let's just get it done. I feel like getting it done now with whatever you're dealing with is like, take it up. Take it upstairs. Take it to the, go up with it. If you're not sure about the choice, have that conversation. Have that conversation. And sometimes not with your human helpers. There's human helpers that are great at having a good conversation that can put themselves aside and create space for you. But the true gifts of your awakening, your true direction and path comes from the man upstairs. Like, take it up, have that, set up that meeting. and make it happen that way. And then you come down and talk about it. Okay, I get it now. So the change, like the order of operations is once you start toiling in your mind. And Brene Brown talks about this. When you like get in that emotional upset, don't talk, text, right? Like wait, you could sit with it. But as you sit with it, take it through your guides. Take it up with the divine, and then transform the energies as you sit with it, work with it here with your humans. Then after you've taken it up, I thought this deck was next, and nothing's coming out. I guess if you have a question, put it out there, and then wait and be open to how it'll come through. Wait for your clear guidance, and the way that you receive guidance is unique for you. We all have that way that we receive, if you choose to believe. And you don't need that validation here on earth. You don't. It's getting so rooted in your own strength and growth. Those seeds that you've planted, that you don't need, like those restrictions, you just like slowly, I'm saying just like the field, as they're saying, like the seeds you plant, but then I'm like seeing like break free is just like this, not like mushroom cloud bomb, but like this light that just like there's like the plane of earth, and then that light just kind of spreads in all directions. What are you willing to put on the table? What are you willing to put on the table? What are you willing to commit to? Because this is a partnership, okay? So you choose your job. You might have a certain like plan in front of you, right? Not sure where we're going with this. I'm back to chain of command. And you have your assignments here on earth. I love how Cole says that. And your assignment, I mean, in a way, you apply for the job and you build your resume, right? So those things that, like, I don't know about you, but I beat myself up for a lot of what I do, and I have to work through that. But what if instead of thinking of like those unhealthy patterns as like something to beat yourself up for, what if it's like a resume builder? Like, what if you could think about it like that? Like, And so then with that newfound freedom, that newfound opportunity, then you keep going that way. Sit at the table. What are you bringing to the table? And sitting at the table, and then this comes back to that Two of Cups energy of your human helpers, and being mindful of that Six of Pentacles energy, being mindful of walls between, or who's really going to support you. So what are you going to bring to the table is this commitment, both within yourself, up above, but also like being mindful of the choices here on this planet. And it's not a matter of like holding yourself in for Pentacles energy. It's just, okay, are you willing to sit at the table and lay your cards out? And who can you really trust to be vulnerable with in that way, perhaps? Bottom deck energy, Starseed. What lights you up? What lights you up? And can you get clear on that? And perhaps what lights you up is what is on the table of like your starting point of your vision board, your starting point of your mind map. Don't dim to fit in. Don't dim to fit in. Don't dim to fit in. Like, so what excites you is part of what's moving you forward. So what's propelling you forward? And what makes you unique is what makes you wonderful, amazing. And you provide permission to other people to grow as you expand your horizon and move past those limiting, like those self-imposed, like society puts a lot of wonderful things on us too. And are you accepting that? And once you start to reject that, you're no longer dimming to fit in, and you're giving other people permission to rise above adversity and oppression. It's real. No one seems to like to talk about it or admit it because it requires a change on the levels. And I feel like it starts from the bottom up too. Bottom up, inside out. I don't know. Today feels like a day. Like so much was coming through this morning. I feel like I have more questions than answers, and I dare say the more I learn, the more I feel like I don't know. Oh, I hear that song, What a Wonderful World. I love that song. It just, the sound of his voice. There are some artists, like their voice, like they could say anything, but these beautiful lyrics to What a Wonderful World. I'm not going to sing for you. I'll do you a favor. Okay. Let the light in. So let it come through and burst you open. Let it come through and help you. And the light coming in shows the shadow. If we stay in the dark, we don't see the shadow, right? I wanted to say close your eyes. that won't work with this. But like if you keep turning away, you don't see the shadow. But if you shine light on it, you transcend it, you transform it. Singing Peter Pan, looking for a shadow. The Lost Boys, if that resonates. I have 3 on the floor here. Incubation period, embrace both the light and the dark. So all aspects of you, the yin and the yang, the good, bad, the receiving end versus the action. So knowing when it's time to sit still, to sit on your egg, to build your nest, to rewire your nest, to rewire your framework, to look at the seasons of change. And it's about to burst open, right? This is a temporary moment. It's all very temporary. And there's a cycle and a particular alignment that allows this all to come together. So knowing and trusting in divine timing. And right now, it might not be completely clear to you, but you're feeling it out. Receive the energies, receive the help. I'm not sure this one first. Okay. This comes back to that seed of just allowing yourself to open up. Nias Nin has a quote that like, it came too painful to stay tight. One of my beloved friends, I asked him about his sobriety one time, and I was like, well, I said, what inspired you to finally choose to get clean? And he said it became too painful to check out. Those weren't his exact words. Those are my words, but it became too painful to remain in that place of bottling up to drinking it down. And it's interesting because we come to that place of self-sabotage, of self-punishment, of addiction, to cover up the pain, to hide from the dark. And it's that very place that we need to touch that allows us to open back up. And then we might have to be these seeds back in the ground again, away from the light, to then sprout up. But the time will come as you nurture, as you water, as you allow the light to come in, as you allow Gaia to hold you, that then you can transform and be reborn. These soft petals, soft petals. And last but not least, in your call to action, a leap of faith. A leap of faith to shine your light. A leap of faith to look at the shadow. A leap of faith to transform what you once believed to be true and finding a new perspective, a new way of being, a new way of seeing. And what you put on the table is your courage. You put out your faith and you make that commitment and say, Spirit, I'm here to do the work. God, I'm here to be great for you. I am with you. We are in this together. And here I go. I'm jumping in. I do hope this served well. Do take what resonates and dismiss the rest. Sending lots of love and light your way. Sana.